Hello viewers, welcome to VSR 1.0. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to it. And in this video, we are going to see about the 74th Independence Day of India. India is set to celebrate its 74th year of independence on August 15th, 2020. But unlike previous years, this time the festivities are going to be locked down due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Independence Day marks the day when India became free from the British rule, and it also reminds to the citizens of many freedom fighters who fought to liberate the country. India has come a long way since gaining its independence and has made much headway in various fields including education and space. Here we take a brief look at the history and significance of the day and what led to the country gaining its independence from the British. Introduction about Independence Day. Independence Day is celebrated annually on 15th August as a national holiday in India, commemorating the nation's independence from the United Kingdom, which is known as British, on August 15, 1947. It is the day when the provisions of the Indian Independence Act 1947, which got transferred to the legislative sovereignty to the Indian Constituent Assembly, which came into effect. India retained King George VI as the head of state until its transition to a full republic, and the Constitution of India 1950 placed the Dominion prefix, Dominion of India, with the enactment of the Sovereign Law Constitution of India. India attained independence following the independence movement, noted for largely non-violent resistance and civil disobedience. History of Independence Day of India. The British with the English East India Company had arrived in India in 1619 and had set up trading posts in the west coast port of Surat, Gujarat. It established itself in India and gained power after its victory in the 1757 Battle of Plassey and the 1764 Battle of Buxar, and by 1773 it had become the de facto ruler of large areas of the lower Gangetic Plain. From then on, it began to expand to other parts of the country, fighting wars and annexing states. European traders had established outposts in the Indian subcontinent by the 17th century. Through overwhelming military strength, the British East India Company subdued local kingdoms and established themselves as the dominant force by the 18th century. Following the First War of Independence of 1857, the Government of India Act 1858 led the British Crown to assume direct control of India. In the decades following, civic society gradually emerged across India, most notably the Indian National Congress Party formed in 1885. The period after World War I was marked by the British reforms such as Montagu-Chelmsford reforms, but it was also witnessed the enactment of repressive Rowlatt Act and calls for the self-rule by Indian activists. The disconnect of this period crystallized into nationwide non-violent movements of non-cooperation and civil disobedience, led by Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. During the 1930s, the reform was gradually legislated by the British. Congress won victories in resulting elections. The next decade was beset with political turmoil. Indian participation in World War II, the Congress' final push for non-cooperation, and an upsurge of Muslim National led by All India Muslim League. The escalating political tension was capped by independence in 1947. The jubilation was tempered by the partition of the subcontinent into India and Pakistan. Many Indians began to increasingly dislike British rule, especially when in 1835 the English tried to impose Western standard of education and culture on them. Rebellions against the British were said to have begun in the late 1750s and early 1760s, and Puli Devar is said to have been the first Indian ruler to fight against them. The most notable of the early rebellions was the Indian Rebellion of 1857, and after that there came many others that led to the British finally granting India its independence. The provisions of the Indian Independence Act 1947, which transferred legislative sovereignty to the Indian Constituent Assembly, which came into effect on August 15, 1947. The day also coincides with the partition of British-ruled India with two countries, India and Pakistan. Significance of the Independence Day of India. The day stands as a reminder of the sacrifices that many freedom fighters made to gain independence from British rule, so future generations can live freely. It is a national holiday, and the day are usually observed throughout India with flag hoisted ceremonies, parades, and cultural events. In commemoration of the day, the first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, raised the Indian national flag above the Lahori Gate of Red Fort in Delhi on August 15, 1947. It is a tradition that has since been followed by the incumbent Prime Minister, accompanied by an address to the nation. Background of the Independence Day of India. India's struggle for independence started in 1857 with the Sepoy Mutiny in Meerut, and it gained momentum after the First World War. In the 20th century, under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, the Indian National Congress, also known as INC, and other political organizations launched a countrywide independence movement and revolt against the oppressive British rule. During the Second World War in 1942, the Indian National Congress launched the Quit India movement, demanding an end to the British rule, which prompted colonial rulers detaining many campaigners, nationalists, and ministers, including Gandhi. During the partition of India in 1947, violent riots, mass casualties, and displacement of nearly 15 million people took place amid religious violence. Independence Day before independence. At the 1929 Lahore session of the Indian National Congress, the Purna Swaraj Declaration, or the Declaration of the Independence of India, was promulgated, and 26th January 1930 was declared as Independence Day at that time. The Congress called on people to pledge themselves to civil disobedience and to carry out the Congress instructions issued from time to time until India attained complete independence. Celebration of such an Independence Day was envisioned to stoke nationalistic fervor among Indian citizens and to force the British government to consider granting independence. The Congress observed 26th January as the Independence Day between 1930 and 1946. The celebration was marked by meetings where the attendants took the pledge of independence. Following actual independence in 1947, the Constitution of India came into effect on and from 26th January 1950. Since then, 26th January is celebrated as the Republic Day of India. Rules for flag hoisting in India. In 2002, the code was merged with the Prevention of Insults to National Honor Amendment Act 2005. The tricolour should always be hoisted in a place of power from sunrise to sunset. While hoisting the flag, the saffron band must always be displayed at the topmost band on the right side. What happens on Independence Day of India? Every year, the Prime Minister of India hoists the national flag at Delhi's Red Fort and makes an address to the nation, which is followed by a military parade. The President of India also delivers the Address to the Nation speech. In honor to the occasion, 21 gunshots are fired. The Indian national anthem Jana Gana Mana is sung. Independence Day is observed as a national holiday across India, with offices, banks, and post offices remained closed. It is one of the three national holidays in India, the other two being the Republic Day on 26th January and Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, which is Gandhi Jayanti on 2nd October, is observed in all Indian states and union territories. Indian Day is observed with flag hoisting ceremonies, parades, and cultural events in all Indian states and union territories. Preparations for the Independence Day start a month in advance. Schools and colleges organize cultural events, competitions, debates, speeches, and quiz competitions. Jai Hind. Happy Independence Day to all. I love my country. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Thank you by Rahul Vittal. If you have enjoyed this video, like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon on it so that you won't miss my updates. Thank you for watching. If you want to subscribe to my channel, click on the logo and subscribe. If you want to watch National Anthem in 8D, click on this video and watch. If you want to watch biography about Shakuntala Devi, you can click in this link and watch. Thank you all.